There were times where I had no penny with me and I'll have to use the metro. What I do is go stand by the metro to beg for money. Yeah, I had to do that. It was that bad. Sometimes I will not have to go to my parents and say, no, I need money for this and all that. Once I've paid for my accommodation, I have nothing else to do in my pocket.
I'll pick up the chunks from the bins and take my bag. I could not afford a thing. There was a day I got stuck in Dubai. I did not have transport fare.
Oh my God.
I slept in Union.
You slept in Union?
So without wasting time, I opened my boxes because I told you I came just with few pieces of dresses and I start selling.
I passed through a lot of difficult times emotionally. In fact, because of the time I wanted to commit suicide.
Right?
Yeah.
So I actually sent 3 million CFA francs. Yes. And they made me a 1-month visa.
I applied a lot. If you know what 8 months look like.
I've been for 17 months, my dear, without a job here. So as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others the permission to do the same. Hi people, welcome back. It's yet another phenomenal discussion I'll be having today with an amazing lady. She's also from West Africa and she's ready to share her story, so give ears to her, okay? Hi Miss, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So how is life so far?
Amazing.
Okay, excellent. So to better make my viewers understand who is talking to them, you would have to give me a short introduction about who you really are, what you do, your nationality, and how long you've been in the UAE.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Kelly Hanies. I'm from Cameroon, precisely from the southwest.
Okay.
And I've been in the UAE for 4.5, close to 5 years. It's quite a long time, yeah. I work in the UAE right now as a sales agent. What we do, basically, I sell cars.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right, that's nice. So what type of cars do you sell?
All types of cars.
Okay. Is it like brand new cars, like a showroom where they sell brand new cars, or maybe second-hand cars?
We have both brand new, second-hand, whichever you want, we have them available.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So if I want to buy a car right now,
Me, of course.
are you going to give me a very good payment plan?
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
A flexible one, yeah.
All right, that's great. If you want to tell the world who you are in 3 words, how would you describe yourself?
Brave, intelligent, and focus.
All right, that's great. So let's get to the nitty-gritty of why you're here.
Yeah.
So can you explain to my viewers why you left your country and why you chose the United Arab Emirates?
Okay, so I'll say leaving Cameroon was a very tough decision because I'm so clinged to my mom.
Okay.
And yeah, I had some family responsibility. I am not the first daughter, but I'm the only girl. Okay. And I'm actually my twin brother. I love him so much. And it's just like the two of us, and one of us had to take the bold step to go out there and make sure my mom is very, very okay. So me leaving Cameroon to here is basically for my family, most especially for my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you choose the United Arab Emirates?
So coming to the United Arab Emirates actually was not an option because I had tried several options like the Canadian line, the US, but then I got scammed. Okay. I was given a fake visa to Canada and all after spending a huge sum of money. So it had to result to me coming to the UAE. And I think it's not a decision I will say I regret in the long run. Yeah, it has been a roller coaster.
Oh, okay. That's excellent. So how did you find yourself in the United Arab Emirates? By this, I mean, who made your visa? How long did the visa take?
Okay.
And how did you get your flight to the United Arab Emirates?
So I had a very close friend who was here. Her name Gladys.
Okay.
So she encouraged me and she made my visa. One thing I will always keep in mind, what she told me was, Kelly, before coming to the UAE, you have to shave your hair. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, she told me you have to shave your hair because you won't have time to do your hair, do this and all. So you have to be focused. Yeah, she gave me that So when coming here, she did my visa, paid my flight. She did practically everything, though I gave her the money to do so, yeah. So she was the main reason why I had to like resort to come into the UAE. Because she encouraged me with what she was doing. And she did my visa, my flights and everything. So I came here, accommodation as well, she provided.
So is she well-to-do? Like if they say someone is well-to-do in the UAE, is she there?
I'll say then she was well-to-do because actually I was back home, and what happened was she usually come back home for vacation and all. I would see all the flashiness and the money and all, and she'd be like, "Oh Kelly, you should join me." Then she was well-to-do, but thank God she's no longer here. I think she's in a better place right now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So for the visa, she just asked you to give like a combo. It was a combo pack of you pay this amount and I'll do your visa as well as do your flight money. Do your flight, sorry.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, so when they told you about the UAE, because you said you went to the US. No, you said you tried the US line, which failed. Then you got duped when you were trying to get to Canada, and you were given a fake visa. So who gave you the idea? Your friend now, Gladys gave you the idea of UAE. So when she told you about UAE, did you make any research whatsoever?
I would say I didn't make any research whatsoever about how the life in UAE was all about. So I was just like, boom, I found myself into situations while I was in the UAE.
All right, so no research, nothing. You were just going with what Gladys has told you.
Yes.
So what did she actually tell you about the UAE?
So she was
apart from she telling you shave your hair because you don't have time.
She was like, okay, it's a place where you can start your life, because she was doing well in her company, and she was like, I believe you can also have the same opportunity. All fingers are not the same. You might have something which is more better, and that was what I was like. It was a core factor for me.
All right, so she told you everything you needed to know about UAE?
Yes.
All right. So when you arrived, was the look of things the same as she made mention of?
Not at all.
So this question, I want you to focus on the weather condition, the accommodation, and the environment in general. So was it the same?
So I'll say practically when I got into the UAE, I was like... it's like like we are close to the sun. It was so hot.
When did you come in?
That was I think it was during the summer period around March, April. Like this, and it was so hot. I was like, oh my God. And I was grateful for the fact that I had to shave my hair, because then carrying all this was so much stressful. And also after that, when I got here, she took me to an accommodation. That was another thing, and it was not so crowded as the others I've seen. It was a little bit comfortable, but the people who were in there, I think we had one who was like resulting in stealing people's money and all that. So it was something really scary. And the accommodation was like, it's a bed space where you have like 2 beds like this. It was not so crowded, very clean. I will recommend that. The place was so clean. But while staying there for a couple of times, like 1 to 2 weeks, I went out with a friend, job searching and all that. So I had some money which I came with into the UAE. That was like 2,500 dirhams.
You came with 2,500 dirhams. You were rich now.
I would say
you were rich, honestly, because I have people who came here with just $10 that could not even carry them from the airport
to their location.
So for them, it was like they started on a rough patch. Okay, so you come in here with 2,500. Hey,
No,
I'm need that too. If you buy plot with that one.
When leaving Cameroon, I would say I was actually not like I was really doing well for myself, but
Okay.
I just really needed to like do much better.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you said the weather conditions, it was really very hot. Then for the accommodation, you were taken to a bed space. That's where you started, and then it was cool until people started stealing from you. All right, so and the environment, was there any big difference with where you were coming from? Because you know sometimes people just know, okay, United Arab Emirates is in the middle of the Sahara, nothing in your, from where you're coming, like from your home country, some people still have the knowledge that nothing is here. Like they're so blank about the whole scenario, because you would hear, if you go back home, I'm just saying, and you tell people, oh, I'm from Dubai, they'll just lift up their nostrils. Like they don't really regard people from this part of the country. So but do you find any difference?
There's a lot of difference. The infrastructure,
Okay, when you came
houses.
in, yeah.
Yes, it is so beautiful. Like
Okay.
I'll say Dubai is so beautiful. And coming in here, you have all the sightseeing, like the Burj Khalifa, you have to watch the fountain and all that. It was so amazing, yeah. So I think those things were like very, very attractive. What I found attractive when I got here. But the life itself was not very, very much comfortable at that time. Yeah.
Okay. Fun facts. When I came to the UAE, I didn't even know what was Burj Khalifa. Honestly, with every, I know for sure that I came a long time ago, but with every research I made, I didn't see anything about Burj Khalifa. I will tell you for facts. It's a friend of mine that asked me, have you been to Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world? Then I was asking in the best part, what is Burj Khalifa? They said, you've not been there. I have not been there. I've been here for 2 years, so I can literally count how many times I've been to Dubai Mall. Honestly, I'm not
A fan of it, yeah.
that person that works around a lot. Okay, so let's get to the next question, which is love in Dubai. You're a lady. Thank God I have a lady today on set. You're a lady. I'm a lady. You know, people, especially the ladies, talk a lot about Dubai guys not loving them. And as per stats, there are much more guys in Dubai than women. So why is there a complaint of women not finding love in Dubai? So do you think it's difficult to find love in Dubai?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Why?
I would say, coming from the perspective of a lady, because I for one, I came here. My friend Gladys would tell me, oh, the guys are like this and like this and like this. So I was like, my mind was so focused on making money. Like I was so like, I want this first before this. So I was like, okay, if I have a job, then I'll now think of getting into a relationship. But finding love in the UAE, it's very difficult, because I think a lot of people are just opportunists. They are looking for the well-to-do ladies, the ladies that are working, where they can also like rely on and to a certain extent. And at one point I feel like the ladies are being used by those guys, because they have several options. They will have to date multiple ladies in order to get, I don't know if you understand. So I just feel like, no, it takes a whole lot, and it takes prayers as well for you to really, really meet that one person that you will say, okay, I'm ready to stay committed to this one person. Because me dating in the UAE was something I had to meditate.
Oh,
I had to meditate on it, yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back to that. So where do you think, okay, are you single?
No.
You have someone in your life?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So I am single, right? Where do you think I can find quality love in Dubai?
I would say finding quality love is what you can also give as quality. You get people get attracted to what they see. Good, you understand? So I don't think there's a particular place or location where we have to go sit or meet and say, okay, when you come to this area at this time, you will meet these good guys. voila, you will not see those things there.
Okay.
So I think it all depends on the individual. If you're ready to open up yourself, if you're ready to like give in your all and make it work regardless of what people say.
Oh, okay. So you're telling me you have someone. So what made that person special from every other person you met before him?
Okay, what makes him special? He is special.
Yeah.
That's what makes him special, because he is special.
Okay.
In the sense that it's not like it's been a honey relationship or we've had a fights and ups and downs, but he is the only guy I've dated in this UAE. And I was so skeptical, so I had to ask questions, and I was like, okay. And my friends were like, okay, you can just give it a try and all. There's no need being scared. You don't have to be so close, walk, house and all that. So I met this guy, handsome, looking smart. And I was like, okay, I like him. That's it.
Okay.
And I was open to the relationship. I was open to whatever he had to bring to the table. I was open to whatever I had to bring to the table. We made that very open. I was like, it was like an open relationship. It was all about being sincere. There was nothing like sacred or what you have to hide and all. No, I don't like those aspects in a relationship. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there are many single ladies actually looking for love in Dubai. Can you, since you have someone already and you know he's the one, so can you just give a word of advice to other single ladies in Dubai or wherever they are, what to find in a man and how to be ready themselves to attract what they want?
Okay. I would not say I'm in a better position to advise single ladies.
Okay.
I would say go with your instincts. And the most important thing is take that one person to God, meditate on it. Ask God to direct you. It will not be, it's something good doesn't come easy. You have to go through the challenges and all that. So you have to pray to God every day. Oil him. Yeah, that's how I say it.
All right, that's a good one. Thank you, because you're also advising me in a way. All right, so let's go to the next one. On the next question, you have to give a vivid account of your experiences from when you arrived till date you seated here with me. You have to focus on the living condition, the housing, the job hunts, the employment, the visa changes.
Okay, so when I got in here, like I said, I was with my friends, and searching for a job wasn't so easy because I had to maybe walk sometimes. So while staying with them, there was someone in the same room with us, and he practically stole all the money which I had with me. So I was left with nothing. And that was when I got to the realization of that, like, in Dubai, there's nothing like friendship at one point, because I could not pay my bills at that time. And she was like, you have to make sure you have your bills paid. If not, you have to move out and all that. So it kept me in a very disturbing position. So I was like, what do I do? So as time went on, I got a part-time job in Bojuman Mall, where I was like doing sales. I was doing sales like groceries and all that. So still there, I still did not have my money for my bed space. So I had to call, my friend Gladys left me in that place. So I had to call Gladys. So Gladys was like, I should speak to her boyfriend. And the guy was so amazing. So he came through for me. I will forever be grateful to him. So he came to the mall where I was walking. He saw me so stressed and all. And he was like, what's happening? And I told him that, no, this is actually what is happening. I lost my money which I came with to Dubai, and I'm left with nothing. So he was like, okay, I'm going to pay for your accommodation for 1 month. So once you get your salary, you can now continue from where I stopped. So going with that, after that, I had to stop the job because at the end of the day, I was not being paid.
Okay.
And I went job hunting again. I got myself into this credit card jobs.
Okay.
So when I got to the office, it was an Indian, to be precise, and he was like, okay, you are going to test you for a period of time if you're really fit for the job and all that. So I started the job, and then the next like 3 days after he came, I was like, he was going to have sex with me.
Wow.
Yeah, like if I have to continue working for the company, I need to comply to whatever advances
say,
yeah. So I was like, I came back home and I told myself I will not resort to this just because I'm looking for a job. If I have to start this now, meaning I'm going to always
Continue,
have to do it
and it's not...
in order to keep the job, which is not healthy. So it was so traumatizing because I was really hoping, I was like finally I had something doing. So when he said that, I came back home and he was like texting and all, have you decided you don't necessarily have to do it like the normal way? You can do the BG, is it called BG, blow job or whatever? I was like, really? So I came home, I was so stressed because the highest thing I could do at that time was to cry and talk to God. I was so stressed. So I told God, I'm not going to go back to that office. If he considers me his child like I am, he has to give me a better job. So the next day I sent an email to him and saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going to continue with your company. Reasons best known to me, because I not necessarily have to put that in writing, yeah? Reasons best known to me, and also...
But next time, put it in writing. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, next time put it in writing so they would know that that's what he does. Because with that, later on, even if you have to complain, it's not written.
Yeah, that's true. But there was text messages and all.
Okay.
And the funniest thing was that the wife was also working in the same company. You get. So at one point I was like threatening to tell his wife because I was really that pissed. And that's when I also got to realize that a lot of black ladies are being seen as prostitutes in Dubai, which is really downgrading. It's very bad.
Definitely.
So I told him it's not what I'm called to do. I'm not going to do it. So fast forward to that, I was also job hunting and accommodation and all. So I had to leave where I was staying with one of my other friends. We went together to look for another bed space. When we got to the building, there were a lot of people. So my friend and I, she was working, I was not working. So, but I could pay my bills at one point. So she said, okay, we can take a bed and share together. So we went to this bed space at Bujuman. We were staying there together. And it was so full of bed bugs. My God, like the white bed sheet, it's all stained with blood and all. So it was so disturbing because it has one smell. You know, they have one smell. Yeah, so once they pass, you know, there's bed bugs here and it's so irritating. You might even want to throw up. So it was like that until one day, I think I took some period of time to pray to God, and that was when thanks be to God, I met Brother Ike. He was so encouraging. I went to him and I told him I'm searching for a job. So he asked, how long have you been without a job? I told him because I had gone for 2 visa change. And it was a lot of money then, you know. So I was preparing for another visa change.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went to him. I will forever see him as a brother. Yeah. I went to him and I told him this is what I'm experiencing. It's so difficult because I had to still collect money from home from my mom. My mom was sending me allowances and all to take care of myself. So he told me, don't worry, God is going to answer you mightily. we prayed together, you get. So after that, after praying for a period of time with Brother Ike, I think he was interceding for me. It wasn't like a everyday prayer. I told him and he said he was going to intercede for me. So after that, thankfully, I got a job for Europe Car. That was where I started my car.
Yeah.
So I started working for Europe Car. How I got the job was, okay, after we left church one day, we're coming back from church. Inside the taxi, I just got a call because one of the brother was seated by us.